Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the fifth video of explaining what is San Chi Dao, and this is a follow-up to video number 4. In video number 4 I went through the 27 points where the opponent can resist to nullify your technique so you cannot do it. And in this video we are going to talk about the geometry of San Chi Dao, how we use geometry in our techniques to make them more effective. And there are three basic geometries that we're using. The first one is the square, the triangle, and the circle. If you look at the square, you have the corners at 90 degrees. The 90 degree is the way you get rid of power. If you take the triangle, you have a 60 degree in every corner, and if you have the middle line, the half of 60 is 30. 30 degree is important because that is the angle you need when you need to capture the opponent. The circle is important when we need to go around the force. So it's a little bit like rock, paper, scissors. So if you know this, you know how to deal with incoming force. Do you want to get rid of the force? You're using the square 90 degree. If you want to capture the opponent, you use the triangle 30 degree because we are in the center and we go forward. 60 degree, half of that is 30, so 30 degree is the angle you will catch it, and the circle is to go around. If you're doing internal, you will do all three at the same time on the point of contact. So it's important both in basic and in advanced, these geometries, how to overcome the opponent. If he's coming straight forward, okay, you can choose one of the three. It's quite easy. You can go around it, you can try and capture him, or you can just nullify his attack on 90 degrees. But if he's also trying to do the same, then you need to have the next one to overcome him. And when I first learned about this, the first one I learned was the 90 degrees, how to get rid of power. And I learned that around 15 or 16 years ago. I went back to my Wing Chun training, and it really made it so much more sharp. All the points where I had a little bit of, there's resistance here, how can I get on? I found out, okay, the 90 degrees, I get rid of the power. So I just changed it a little bit. All the places where there was some form of collision, I just changed it to the 90 degrees because that is how you get rid of power. And it just became so much more powerful. The next one I learned was the triangle. How can I capture him at 30 degrees? And if you combine those two, get rid of the power and capture him, you become so much more powerful. Because one thing is, okay, you can get rid of the power all the time, but you also need to be able to attack him. So that is also important. And then circle. You use circle in internal all the time. There are circles everywhere. But also on the outside, if you need to go around some form of resistance, you also need the circle. So these three geometries are very important. Like I said, it's like rock, paper, scissors. And if you're going into some form of training and you know rock, paper, scissors, and your training partner or opponent does not know it, well, you can just look, what is he coming with? And then respond appropriately. So it makes it very difficult for the opponent. And if you combine it with the 27 points of resistance, which I talked about in my last video, you become pretty annoying because you know something that the opponent doesn't know. And if you train at it so that you can actually do it, you become really annoying because you're always a step ahead. You can always, oh, what is he doing? Okay, I just take an angle, I circle around, now he's pushing forward, okay, I get rid of his power at 90 degrees, and now I cut in here. And then you have the 3 heights you can do it in, before, during, and after. Because if he can resist in 27 points, we can also resist in 27 points when he's trying to do something. So that makes it possible for me to resist in a lot of ways that maybe I didn't think about before I knew about the 27 points. Because if I can stop him before, of course I want to do that. And I can do that in 3 heights. If he gets a little bit closer, okay, I can stop him during his technique, and I can do that in 3 heights. And sometimes you're too late, okay, you have to stop him after. That can also be done in 3 ways. But in stopping him, I don't want to just pull back and open myself up, or just push him and open myself up, or just tense and let him get around me. When I do the defense, I want to use the geometry. I want to be in the right way, where I can cut into him in a way so he cannot counterattack me, get rid of his power or get around his power in a way so he cannot counter, or he can try to counter, but I'm ready for it, because that's what I explained in my last video, the 27 points. I'm ready for it. And the geometry helps me to keep control of the situation as he is changing. So that is it for today. Hope you liked it. Have a nice day to all of you.